Is it reality? Is it a dream? Or is it both? The winner of this playoff game vaults immediately to the bright lights of Chase Center for the championship contest. The windows are the eyes to the soul, and the soul is in luck today. It's the playoff variety of basketball. Tasty, toasty, crunchy, delicious, and nutritious. And you ain't got no dishes to wash. Just two squads, ready to tear each other's hearts out. Squad number one, the running and gunning and always having fun, and in the house, the good kids from Lincoln High School. Squad number two, arm in arm, brother to brother, playing for one another. Them also good kids from Lowell High School. Now that you know the story, let's get to the glory. It's the highlight reel with the real San Francisco. Very first possession of the game, Samari Tanner with the shot, and he pulls the lever on the three-point jackpot. Responding with a response, it's that Chopin kid, the human thorn in the side of everybody he plays against, and Gage has got it figured out from that spot on the floor. And it's a play as old as the game itself, the pick and go. Caleb Bond be both, and I would be remiss not to mention that slick-ass pass from Fred Davis. And here comes Samari Tanner. He's looking at love from both sides now. Dropping in threes like apples falling from trees. He hit 3 of these in the first quarter alone. That's 9 total. Multiplication Rock is brought to you by Terrell Price was taking over the baseline. That's the cost of doing business with him. One more, and this is not a replay. It's that mini hezzy, that glance up toward the basket that draws the defender into his hip pocket. And from there, he is gone, daddy gone, love is gone. On the strength of a 23-point first quarter performance, the Stangs with a double-digit lead into the second, and I switch my position to floor level in an attempt to make it look as if it is a multi-camera shoot. But one thing I know for sure is you've got to follow your shot. The shooter knows where it goes. He sees it, he feels it off his fingertips. So follow that shot. And follow that advice, and your game will be twice as nice. Just like Terrell, the price is right. It is way too early in this game to be throwing in the towel, and the cards start to land some blows of their own. Slow-mo for Jalen Lee, 'cause it's so damn pretty. And Mr. Lee is starting to heat it up, hiding in plain sight. He steps behind the line with his superhuman, his three-point kryptonite. Then it's the tap ahead from Miles Smith to that Chopin kid, and he finishes with a little bit of style. And from the other side, the youngster collides. Tycho, like riding a bike, yo. Melquist displaying the skills that have this 10th grader starring at the varsity platform. But it was steady as she goes for the Stangs. Sion Lutt like a dagger through the heart of the defense. Lincoln maintains that double-digit lead into the third quarter. Caleb Bond, look at that kid rebound. And then the shovel, dishes, assist to Samari, who hardly ever misses this. Relentlessness from this Lincoln Stang team. Next time down, it's Samari with the hardwood bump to Mr. The Price is Right, who rings it up at the register. Sion got it going on, and just too many scores beyond the floor for the Stangs, and here comes Mr. Fred Davis, who says why not? This spot, takes his shot, and his aim is true. Samari Tanner recklessly abandoning all caution. He's crashing in there, Lincoln flexing. It might not be their day today, but Lowell has a very young squad, plenty of promise for the future. Sophomore Finn Bland scores and wants more from the corner. Hi-ya! That's a spicy quick 5 put in by Finn Bland. Then they get up all close and personal on Jalen Lee, and he says fine and hits him with the drive-by. The Roadrunner, beep beep, Bruno Parker Tam comes flying in there for the big putback. Plenty of tasty morsels for the birds to chew on. There was just too much firepower from the Lincoln side of the ledger. McCabe comes alive like a 3-point Frankenstein monster. His trifecta, radar, was locked on target. And this is not a replay. Virtually the same spot, exactly the same result. He connected on 3 threes in the second half. And for one last finishing flourish, the freshman Matthias Riamedio spinning and winning and putting it in, and off they go to Chase Center. The Mustangs advance to the championship game, looking for their 3rd straight title. So you were telling me about how you were assisting your buddy on some late threes today.
Yeah.
What's important about not always being the one?
My main goal is to get everyone going from the jump of the game. I think if I get everyone involved and if I keep doing that, it'll help everyone else and it'll help everyone win the game, and I can get myself going. No matter what, I'm just happy to get the win. I don't really care much about my individual success. I'm just proud that we won. Shout out my team, getting me open, getting me good looks. We still got one more to go.
And I noticed that your teammates were really cheering you on. Tell me about that support and why that type of thing is important.
We've been going for 2 years, all year round, so they're like my best friends. I spend on and off the court with them every day, every night. So I think that really helps in games like these.
You know where you're playing next, right?
Yes, sir. Chase Center.
And how do you feel about being able to step onto that court?
I mean, it's good. We just got to treat it like another game, though. Obviously, it's a championship game. Intensity has to come up, and it's going to be a fun one.